so that drives up the price, and particularly why the demand, I think, like, is particularly high, is that a lot of the folks that live in these communities unfortunately don't have access to transportation, reliable transportation, to drive a mile away or 5 miles away to get certain food. So they rely heavily on those corner stores and bodegas and so on and so forth to meet their means, and then that puts a strain on on that particular small corner store, and they're forced in their point to either raise prices or to supply lesser quality items. And then the other thing is like, and economics is this whole idea of economies of scale, which allows like that when you are efficient with the production of a product and you mass produce it, there's a trade-off in a sense that things become easier, they become cheaper, they become more readily available. So if you go to Whole Foods, that's an example of someone who has accomplished economies of scale, and Costco's and Walmart and so on and so forth. So they can afford to price things cheaper. And a mom and pop shop, they are not, because of their length, they can't achieve economies of scale. And therefore that supply and demand really plays a factor in it. And now I will say this, race wise, I think, like, when it comes down to food deserts, it does show the lack of investment in the fact that there aren't other options, or that there isn't support, knowing that these are issues for these communities, do speak to racial politics and so on and so forth. But you can also say this, that the fact that those environment that you know so super Whole Foods doesn't come in and supply, build a store in a poor community, is from a business, it's strictly a business standpoint. If you go into a small community with poor people who don't have the same level of income, it's a risky investment. You build a Whole Foods, are they going to be able to buy and support that investment and pay you back? And some business, and then not only that, there's higher crime in those environments. So there's a risk for vandalism. Go ahead.
But who's more at fault? The you know the companies, or the environment itself, the urban community. And the reason why I say that is because we got to take accountability too, right? Right. And it goes back to knowledge yourself, having knowledge, some type of wisdom and understanding, right? And I'm gonna throw it out there, you know, in the hood, you got brothers that they will buy a pair of jeans for $200-300, right? They care about the exterior on their body, but the interior is look busted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a pair of Louis Vuitton pair of jeans on, it cost you $500. A Mark Claire hat, you know what I'm saying, $450. You know what I'm saying? And you eating a cheesesteak, bro. So it got to be some type of education behind it. They can't. Whole Foods cannot take the full,
No.
punch.
Not at all.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, simple, because you